Hi guys, my name is Karthi and in today's video we'll be talking about body cavities and serosal membranes. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Before we talk about the different body cavities, we need to understand what body cavities really are. Well, if you're new and you don't know anything about body cavities are basically fluid-filled compartments in your body. They basically just act like a laptop bag. A laptop bag is responsible to contain the laptop inside of it and protect it from any harm. Similar to that, our body cavities responsibilities are to protect and accommodate the organs inside of them. So now since we understood what body cavities really are, let's move on. In our body, there are two main types of cavities, the dorsal cavity and the ventral cavity. As the name suggests, the dorsal cavity is located at the back of the body, and the ventral cavity is located at the front of the body. In a four-legged animal, such as a dog, the dorsal cavity is located at the top of its body, and the ventral cavity is located at the bottom of its body, as you can see in this diagram. So now since you understood the two main types of cavities, let's move on and talk about the subdivisions of these two cavities. The dorsal body cavity is responsible for protecting the organs of the nervous system. As you can see in this diagram, the dorsal cavity is broken down into two different subdivisions, which are the cranial cavity, which sits on top and protects the brain, and the vertebral cavity, which is on the vertebra and protects the delicate spinal cord. These two cavities are surrounded by a membrane called the meninges, and these meninges are part of the serosal membranes, which we will talk later in this video. So for now, let's move on to the ventral body cavity. The ventral body cavity is located at the anterior part of your body. The ventral cavity consists of two other cavities called the thoracic cavity and the abdominal pelvic cavity. These two cavities house organs inside of them called the viscera. The thoracic cavity consists of both the lungs and also the heart, which are encased by the ribs and also the muscles of the chest. The thoracic cavity is further divided into the pleural cavities, which both house the lungs, and also the middle mediastinum, which has two parts. The pericardial cavity, which houses the heart, and also the superior mediastinum, which houses and surrounds the esophagus, trachea, and bronchi. The thoracic and abdominal pelvic cavities are both separated by a dome-shaped structure called the diaphragm. The abdominal pelvic cavity consists of two different cavities, the abdominal cavity and the pelvic cavity. These two cavities are not physically separated by a wall. The abdominal cavity consists of the stomach, the intestines, the liver, spleen, and other organs. The pelvic cavity, which sits in the bony pelvis, consists of the urinary bladder, reproductive organs, and the rectum. Now let's talk about serous membranes and serous fluid. Serous membranes are linings that cover body cavities and organs. In our body, there are two main types of serosa, parietal serosa and visceral serosa. The parietal serosa covers the entire body cavity, and the visceral serosa covers the organs within the body cavities. And in between the parietal and visceral serosa is a fluid called serosus fluid. And this fluid helps reduce friction. And also, depending on the uh, body cavity the serosus membrane is covering, the name of it can change. For example, this in this diagram, the serosus membrane is covering the pleural cavities, and that's why it's called the parietal pleura and the visceral pleura. Thanks for watching this video till now. If you liked this video and you thought this was helpful, then Support us by liking, sharing, and also subscribing. See you in the next one, and bye for now.